Hello, hello, hello. Nice, it's working. Cambio. Oh, we are live. I didn't know. I say that we are live. All
Oh,
right.
we are live. I didn't know.
It has been
I
three
say that
minutes.
we are
We are live,
live.
and I was just trying to set up.
Oh,
All right.
we are
Yeah,
live.
yeah.
I didn't know.
And yeah, let's start. Let's start. Sorry. This software is completely new for me, and I still need to know how to use that, how to use it, as you need to know a lot about OBS Studio. It's working so far. Okay, let's just see. Okay, just give me a sec. All right. Okay, I'm back, and there is a slight delay. I'm so sorry for that. Mm, Okay, so let's start our video. So yesterday we stopped exactly here. We were trying to make our first modification in this source code, and it's funny because I said that we couldn't take that much longer, but we ended up mm, taking around 2 hours. Okay, but I promise this video is going to be shorter because I have to always sleep hardly. It's something that I'm trying to improve my sleeping and stuff because I've been sleeping too late, and sometimes I just feel lazy when I wake up and stuff, and with the less energy. That's why I'm trying to build a new routine for me where I will sleep hardly, wake up hardly, and do my work and stuff. So I'm trying to make an effort uh, to sleep hardly and wake up hardly also. So let's start the video. Okay, yesterday we were here. We were trying to accomplish something. Um, this is day 3 of the 12 months, and we are already struggling to make small modification, but that's okay. That's part of the journey. Okay, that's part of the journey. I just don't want to pick up one pull request and get stuck at it because I don't know where things are. So that's why I'm trying to make this small modification first to see how things works, and then I will be starting um, picking up PR, be more active in the community and stuff. By the way, I'm wearing my Flutter uniform, my Flutter t-shirt I bought when I was in India, and this letter used to be blue, but now it's just gray or something, and you see the letters are fading, but the love for Flutter is still in my heart. Even if the word disappear, my love for Flutter won't disappear. Okay, so let's start the video. Okay, yeah, yesterday we were trying to create to make one modification inside the text widget. We were trying to add the maybe hello. Yeah, so we are adding this new field here. We pass the max char, and this max char will be used to stream the data or the text that is going to be passed in the text widget. Okay, for example, this should let's just comment here. Add comment. Goddamn, comment. This should decided output, something like decided output will be something like it's just 5, so it's gonna be hello. Okay, because we just want to take the first 5 character. Okay, so okay, let's do we were inside the text widget implementation. They had a lot of comments, they had a lot of things to figure out, and let's start from the top to the button. Okay, so we understand how the data flows inside each widget. Okay, so let's start from here. I think just document. Let's start from the very top of the file. Okay, example can accumulate build context, the text style applied to dissident text widgets which don't have an implicit style. No, we don't want that. We don't want to deal with text file. I think so. Yeah, we don't want to include this in the text file, so no, it's just like the text file, it doesn't get, yeah. So let's wrap this, and null widget. What the null widget is used for? Default text constructed with a default style fallback cannot be incorporated into the widget tree. It's meant only to provide a fallback value returned by default style of when non-enclosing default style is present in the build context. Also, we don't want this text height behavior that will apply to the descendant text and editable text widget which have not explicitly set text height behavior. If there is a default style with a non-null default style, yeah, this is how Flutter works. So this we can skip this. Also default text height, we also skip that. A run of text with a single style. Okay, the text widget display a string of text with single style. The string might break across multiple lines or might all be displayed on the same line depending on the layout constraints. The style argument is optional. When omitted, the text will use the style from the closest enclosing text style. Okay. Yeah, this example shows how to display the text using the text widget with the overflow set to overflow ellipses. Okay, this is a example text hello overflow ellipses and the to snippet blah. Setting max line to 1 is not equivalent to this disabling soft wrapping with the soft wrap. This is apparent when using text flow fade, as the following example show. Text hello. Okay, here's soft wrapping in another end of the text widget. Try to wrap the words how are you to the second line. This is prevented by max line value of 1. Okay, the result is that the second line overflows and the fade appears in the horizontal direction. All right. All right. So text, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. Here's software wrapping and disable with software wraps false. And the text widget attempts to display its text in a single unbroken line. The result is that the single line overflows and the fade appears in a vertical direction at the right. Using the text-to-rich constructor, the text widget can display paragraph with differently styled text span. All right, I think this is where we got stuck yesterday. The sample that follows displays hello beautiful world with different styles for each word. Okay, like we have text rich, text hello with some style, like, oh, I see. I see. If we try to get this something like this and put here, let's say we don't want the text, instead we want this, which let us delete all of this. Maybe yep, something like that, and passing the max line, max char. This laptop is slow, it's very slow. 5. Okay, max char is not part of the text span, but I think yesterday we declared it yet there, or maybe let's try to put here max char 5. Okay, LOK. Oh, this is still in text span. Nah, this isn't going to work. Let's go back to our previous example and let's just try to understand how the text, only the text, not text span or something else. To make text react to touch event, wrap it in gesture detector with widget gesture detector on top handle. A material design application was using text button instead, or if that is not appropriate, at least using inkwell instead of gesture detector. To make sections of text interactive, use rich text and specify tap gesture recognizer has the text span recognizer of the relevant parts of the text. Selection, this is for selection when we want to select a text. Text itself is not selectable by default. To make a text selectable, one can wrap a subtree with a selection area widget. Okay, we don't want that. We don't want that. And it starts here, and oh, sorry, we don't need this here, I think. But yeah, it starts here, and it's around 400 lines of code, including comments. Okay, that's not that much. So we have two constructors. So we have the first constructor here, and then we have the other constructor here, and then we have the other constructor here. Okay, so that means we have, oh, by the way, I'm forgetting something. Let me just try to create a new branch instead of making all this modification in the master branch. Okay, oh god dang, this is running, I didn't know. So right now I'm inside git status. Yeah, I'm in the master. Let me just switch to like feed. Okay, this is let's say just feed. We are not going to push this. Okay, we are not going to push this. It's just a try. Okay, add max char text. Yeah, so we have now a new range, and yeah, we are safe. If by mistake someone right it push it to, by the way, I don't have right to push on the master range, so it's safe. Yeah, so we have three constructors, and this is very important to understand, because yesterday we were stuck at letting the value that we passed in the text flow out the way to the button. Okay, and the only way we can do that is only through the constructors. Okay, so we have to make sure all the constructor are using that, are having or accepting that property that we are adding in this modification. So we have the first constructor. Okay, creates a text widget. If the style argument is null, the text we will use this text style from the closet enclosing text style, default text style. The overflow properties behavior is affected by the soft wrap argument. If the soft wrap is true or null, the glyph causing overflow, and those that follow will not be rendered, otherwise it will be shown with the given overflow option. That's right, so let's just maybe give a little bit of space here, and let's try to wrap this. Okay, it's already wrapped. So we have two constructors, is that true? One, two. The first one is text rich. Okay, we don't want to know about text rich. Our point of interest here is only text. But I see the problem here is, yeah, so we have included our max char in the text that we want to pass, the argument that we want to pass. And let's see. Mm, okay, so this is the first constructor, the one that we want to use, and we should, okay, this is super. This one creates a text widget with a line span. We don't want that, so I can't even remove this from here because we don't need that. It's just a constructor, you know. Okay, so let's see, we have the data, which is this text that is going to be passed, and let's see, it can be null. I didn't know data can be null. Okay, this is it's complaining about the final, because the text is final, so let's just maybe include that in that, even though we are not going to use this. Yeah, so we have the all right, so even though we are not going to use that, let's just define there. We have max char. Okay, we have our max char here, and we have our build method. So we know, like in Flutter, everything is going to be rendered inside the build method. So let's just take a closer look at the build method, because at this point we already know that we have added this field max char, and it's well defined. We pass it in about constructor in rich text and the normal text, and it's there, but we gotta understand why this is null. Maybe we should also add this here to the property, and sorry, yeah, to the bug field properties, and yeah, let's maybe add the, okay guys, just give me a minute please. Okay, I'm back. All right, I am back, and yeah, let's do it then. Let's add this property, the debugger field. So I think it's properties dot add, and then what is this? And property text flow. We should see, okay, the int property. I think int max char default value is null, and yeah, that's it, right? And plus we are passing a default null value, and we are going to try one more thing after this, which maybe just to see how this behaves now. All right, so we have done that, and if the text line is no, not no, so line false. Yeah, let's see. Now let's investigate the build method. Yeah, let's investigate the build method and see how. As I see here, we have the final default text style, context and style, effective text style. I think this is to get the text style from the previous, the closing default text style. If the style is null, it's going to use this, yeah, effective text style. Mediocre is going to try to get the parent text style, something like that. And then yeah, line height select scale factor. It's also getting from the major query. The thing is, it's already using text span, but when do we actually say, okay, we don't want to use text span? The thing is, at this point, max char shouldn't be null. At this point, max char shouldn't be null. Yeah, plus we are passing the data only inside the max text span, which is kind of confusing for me. I didn't know the text was implemented this way, but yeah, let's see. All right, so mouse region, notice. Okay, so we have this conditional here, this condition here. Let's maybe wrap this something like that. Yeah, so we have this condition here. We have a late result, widget result. All right, and then we have this register is different of null we are going to use the result is a mouse region, passing the cursor, mouse cursor, then select our text container, which is not part of our interest here. So yeah, this is not really part of the thing we are doing right now, and I think it's just here only. What is this effective text style user? Only here. Mm. Three. Mm. All right, let's go back and try to. Everything is slow. I think my streaming is also slow. I'm trying to follow here and it's low. I don't know if we can stream like that. Yeah, OBS is not really working that well. Maybe I should jump to another tool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe it's going to be better if I just jump to StreamYard instead of using OBS. So I'm going to interrupt this and then I'm going to start a new stream. I can't combine the video. Maybe I'm just going to repeat everything I said, and yeah.